Hello, Bertrand from Youzign here, and in this video I wanted to show you a demo of a very exciting new integration and kind of new product which is called Smartmockups. So if you remember a couple of months ago, I believe that was in December, we launched the Youzign beta, and you probably noticed these realistic photo mockups images. And so for the past couple of months we've been working with smart mockups. So this is another example here. This is one of these realistic photo mockups made with smart mockups. This is another one here, and so we work with them to create an integration with Youzign. This is another one here again, so that's using smart mockups and Youzign. Pretty easy to do, and I'll show you how that works right now. And so the integration is ready since last week, so I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you what is smart mockups, how it works, and show you a couple examples, of things you can do with it. So basically, smart mockups is a little software, so it's a desktop software. They have an online version as well, but it's a bit less performant. I highly recommend you download the desktop version. And it allows you to pretty much insert any image in one of these mockups. So they have several categories here. So as you can see, I'm on the all mockups category here. So there's about 400 mockups altogether. There's a favorite here, so you can favorite your mockups. And then there's the smartphone. So I'm just going to show you a bit, the interface and everything. So I'm going to take my time so that you can really, understand how it works and what it is. So you can see here there's different filter options. So for instance, I could only show the iOS smartphones, and right now we are in the transparent mockup. So that means that the background is transparent, and I'm just going to click on one of them, and yeah, so there's nothing behind. So these are pretty handy as well. You can also change the device color on some of the designs. As you can see, I'm changing the color here. So I can also set the background to remove it, or I can add a color to the background if I want as well. So let me carry on showing you a few more of what's inside. We have the tablet here. And like up until I think last week, they only had like 200 mockups in smart mockups. So just last week, when they released the Youzign integration, they added an extra 200 mockups. So like they have been pretty active. So I'm pretty happy about that as well. So these are the TV and watches, and then you have the multiple devices. So in this, you can pretty much have like 3 different designs in different devices. Again, you can change the colors here. So you can see you have the device color. So let's try that, So I just set it to a yellow, or actually gold. And you can see the side here of the iPhone and iPad are the gold ones. So some pretty sweet details. And then you have the photo mockups. So as you can see, the transparent mockups have nothing behind, and the photo are like in context, So again, pretty cool. So these are the mobile phones, the smartphones. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of them. Then you have the desktop. So again, some cool one. You can see this one here. That's the one we used here on the Youzign page. So I just created that design in Youzign. So just added a few logos, and then I export it to Smart Mockups. I'll show you how that works in a second. And then I get this graphic. And when you download, the good thing is you can get several resolution. So I think the one you see on this page here is the 1920 x 1275 resolution. And just going to show you a few more examples. Then you have the laptops here. So again, pretty cool. Like if you're familiar with like mockup products, you'll understand quickly how this works. But what I like with this company and what they do is that they do have a great selection. Like I really like their selection and how they are increasing their library. And the software, being a desktop software, is so fast, and it's very simple. Like I love the interface. It's very efficient. So you can see here, if I like something, I can favorite it. So when I do, it goes to my favorite box here. And you have the multiple devices as well. And then you have the prints. So in the prints, you have the business cards. So they do like rendering, a bit like we have on Youzign, but these are slightly different. They have stationery as well. So you can see do some pretty cool stuff, you know, with stationery. And they have posters and flyers as well, and advertising. All right, so that's pretty much what you get in terms of content, you know, for smart mockups. So let me show you the integration, how it works. So when you get Smart Mockup, there should be a buy button below the screen, so you can get it, and you know, maybe once you get it, just click on the integrations here. So it should be, if you're on Windows, it should be like File, Options, and Integrations. And you can see here, it's going to ask you to enter your, let me see if I can show you that, your public API key, and then your API token. So these, you get them from your Youzign account. So I have my Youzign account here. I'm using the desktop shortcut for Youzign. So it's pretty handy as well if you don't have it. And you get your public key here from your profile, and your token here from your profile as well. Okay, so once you get that, just go to Smart Mockup Integrations and enter it here, and it's going to connect your Youzign account. Okay, so once you do, let's say I'm going to build a desktop design. Like, let's go for one of these here, maybe this one. All right, so you can see here the image dimension is 1920 times 1080. So they basically tell you, like, you know, how big the image you put inside should be. And the good thing is that we work with them to kind of like standardize their sizes, and we came up with a set of standard here which covers like 90% of the design sizes you get in Smart Mockups. So if you click on New Design in Youzign, then go to Smart Mockups, and you'll see you have different options here. So Smart Mockups Android, business card, iMac, iPad, iPhone, paper, posters, roll up. And so for most of the big screens, you can use the iMac one. So as you can see, the dimensions here are 1920 times 1080, right? So so you'll just select this one here. And I have a design I created earlier on, so I'm just going to show you that. All right, so I'm just going to load this design, and so this is going to be the right size. You can see, make that bigger in the top here. I'm on Smart Mockups iMac. All right, so I want to create a design for this, so it's already the good size. That's the good thing with this kind of integration. You know, we're kind of making it very easy for you to get started. So I have my design here. It could be anything. It could be a screenshot from a website. It could be a poster. It could be some stationery. But in this case, it's a kind of a arty design created by someone from the Youzign team, and you know, I'm just gonna have that. So once it's ready, just save it, and once you save it, it's gonna kind of update in the Smart Mockup integration. So now here you have to choose an image here to add. So you can either upload an image, so you click on File, and in that case you can upload an image. You can take a screenshot of a website. So let me show you how that would work, so you get a demonstration of that as well. So it's just going to capture the image, a screenshot of a website. So I'll just put google.com here. So as you can see, I got a nice screenshot of google.com. So I'm pretty handy, but that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to click on Youzign here. And when I do, it's going to connect to my account and retrieve my design. So as you can see, like these are pretty much my my Youzign designs. This is my Youzign account. So if you can see here, I have this artwork here. I have some teas here and the album here. And if I check on my Youzign account, I should have the same thing. So it kind of connects, in real time with your account. So you can see here I have the artwork, I have the t-shirts, and I have the album cover here. So then I'll just click on the designs I want. And because this is already the right size and everything, it just fits in, So yeah, it's very handy. Then I can do things like cropping. In that case, it depends what you want to do. I like the having the spotlights here. It looks like an artist studio. But if you want just a portion of the image, you can also do that, And so yeah, cropping, pretty easy to do. And then you can save your image. You have different formats, low quality, medium, high. I usually use, like if I'm doing an image for a sales page, like this kind of image here, it's going to be a low quality one, like the small one. For the big ones here, I use the very high quality one. And then you just click on the resolution you want, and that's it. You just save to your desktop or whatever, and your design is saved. And another thing you could do then, and I'll show you that quickly how you would possibly do that. So let me go back to Youzign and show you what else you can do with these kind of integrations if you want to get creative. So I'm just gonna do a new from image here, and I have my new design, which is high, and I'm gonna load it. So give me a second, and I'm just gonna load that design in Youzign and show you some options, some of the things you could do. So that's just like if you take it a step a little further, and you want to kind of push the boundaries of designs, I guess. So in this case, I have I imported the image I created in Smartmockups back in Youzign. So what I could do, if I would find a logo here, right? So I could now add some more kind of design to my Smartmockup image. So that's, if you're pushing it a bit far, you can kind of do this back and forth between Smartmockups and Youzign. So that's pretty much how the integration works. As you can see, it's a very nice integration. You can see when I'm connecting to my Youzign account here, I have my name that comes up, and it just looks very beautiful. Like it's a very nice UI. It takes really seconds to do things, and you have all the Smartmockups templates here, right here, so you can use that. If one of the size you want to create is not in that list, simply use you can use the custom size here, and once you load the page, you can change the size right at the top here. So let me show you that just in case. So you could change it to anything here in case you can't spot the right size in the list that we have. And otherwise, you can always see what should be the image size here. It says 1920 times 1080. So that's pretty much the Youzign and Smartmockup integrations. And feel free to let us know if you have any questions. I think this is one of the best integration with Youzign. Like I've been using it a lot, genuinely. You can see this is a sales page we did recently. Again, this is using Smartmockups here, and I'll show you another example. Again here, and again here. So I've been using it a lot, at least for the past 2 months. And I don't know, it's just very handy. It's one of the the integration I'm the most happy with. So yeah, just so we secured the deal for you, so you can get it for $37 instead of $49. The regular price is $49, but because the Smartmockup guys just did an integration, and and they want to offer you a discount, so you get a $12 discount, so it's going to be only $37. That's just for Youzign customers, so make sure to jump on it this week before the special closes, and feel free to get in touch if you have any questions about this integration and Youzign. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day.